Here in this training session, working with a longtime direct action client who is relatively new to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and working in the gi, but he's not a novice in combative training, so he understands how to apply certain bits of pressure and how to isolate certain limbs to be in a dominant position. Specifically, we're working the leg drag to clear the legs and get into a solid cross-side position. As you see here, he's got great chest pressure, keeping me flat on the ground, isolating the limb, and slowly working through the intricacies of applying that Americana submission. So we rep through this several times. Each time he does it, he gets a little bit smoother in the transitions with clearing the leg. And we talk about the different pieces of pressure and where to apply his chest pressure in relation to pinning the limb to the ground. And then as we rep this out for a few times, then we break into a bit of a free roll. He's a big, strong, powerful dude. So once we start to train and break a bit of a sweat, I'm trying to compromise his balance, get him to post out, get him to think about moving his position as I attempt to sweep, capturing the close side hip and ankle. I'm able to hit a half guard sweep. He's doing a good job of fighting and defending the grips. I try to move my body around using my left knee as a bit of a wedge to prevent him from turning into me. Cheating a little bit using the wall as well. And then he goes to the turtle position. Now what I'm doing is reestablishing the grip to ensure that the collar grip is set tight to set up for the Peruvian necktie. Threatening the ankle here just to give him something else to think about. And then he does capture my leg on the inside here. So I know in order to finish the Peruvian necktie, I got to free this leg. So the battle continues. He establishes, a somewhat of a turtle standing position. So I drop the weight on the back of his head to keep him in the turtle position, ensure that the collar is established, and then free the legs, kicking them out to the right. As I kick my legs out to the right, I'm pretty confident I've got the position that I need. So at this point, I'll throw the legs over top and then sit back for the choke. And then here, again, battling the grip placement. So fighting the grips, depending on what he had a hold of. My thought process was to open up his gi jacket and then utilize a variation of a lapel choke. So I get it open. I'm thinking pin that near side shoulder to the ground. As I move around his head, I'm going to feed the gi jacket from my right hand into my left hand and get it around his neck and head. After a few minutes of this battle, finally get the grip where I want it, transfer the material into the opposite hand, and I'm going to post out to prevent from getting swept, and then apply some downward pressure with my knee and my chest. And then the choke is applied. We then reset, and I allow him to start in the mount position. So giving him the opportunity to think about what he's trying to apply and how to keep the downward pressure and making it difficult for me to escape. Does a good job of head control here. The mistake I made was allowing him to establish those grips to begin with. And once we reset here, now I'm giving him an opportunity to work a knee cut pass. So talking about how to pin one knee and then the opposite shoulder. So in this case, with his right hand, pins my knee to the mat, and then his left hand pins the opposite shoulder. So now he's really limiting my hip mobility, doing a good job. As he knee cuts the left knee through the middle, he slides into a dominant belly down cross side position.